So, because she just said she's going to be late, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I figure we'll get started and she'll join us in about halfway or something, hopefully.
Sorry, I'm just pulling everything up.
No, I'm doing the same thing. Getting all 27 things opened up in order to take this. Oh, let me open this up too. How did you feel about this week?
It was all right. It felt like a lot of algebra review, and
Yeah.
so.
I feel like last week, so 22, and this week, I feel more confident about, I should say.
Yeah.
So, which is nice.
Okay, let's see. Quantitative procedures. Pull that one up. My Excel is taking a really long time. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Here we go.
Any questions? 14? Not too bad.
Here, let's start.
I just had to go potty.
Okay, good night.
May I have
Good night.
mommy? Mommy. Mommy. Sometimes I just can't go sleep without Daddy's hug.
Good night. Go lay in bed.
I haven't taken a lot of drinks.
Okay, the true linear regression equation is y equals beta 0. Is that beta? I think that's what
I
that's
think
called.
so. Yeah.
Okay, where beta and beta are unknown. What are the null and alternative hypothesis for B1?
Isn't it B1 equals 0 and B1 doesn't equal 0?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I believe. I felt like that showed up in the reading once.
Well,
I could be mistaken, though.
yeah, no, it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay. And then for 4, I got it's a residual is the difference between the observed value y and the value predicted by the regression line.
Mm-hmm.
So
A plot of residual support using linear regression when they're all positive, isn't it?
I don't remember. Is that what it is?
Residual support.
Or is it when you see a pattern?
Plot of the residuals.
Oh wait, what's the question?
We do not have evidence of normalcy in the residuals. We conclude that the residuals are normally distributed. What was the question?
A plot of residual supports using linear regression when the residuals look normally distributed. That's what you just said, isn't it?
Yeah, but now I don't know if that's right.
Oh, yeah, if there's a pattern, then it does not support. So a pattern is out. So that would basically eliminate a megaphone shape, because that would be a pattern. When you see a pattern would be eliminated, so it's either that they're all positive or that they look normally distributed with zero mean. And I think it's the normally distributed.
We do not have evidence of non-normal T in the residuals. We conclude that the residuals are normally distributed. Why can I find positive residuals?
Yeah, I don't see anything about positive, so I think it's got to be that other one. It sounds like it's perfect. I feel.
Read the question one more time, because I think I found it.
It says, a plot of residuals supports using linear regression when?
There is no obvious pattern in the data. If linear regression is appropriate, then the residual plot will show no patterns and will consist of random scatter. Is that what you just read?
No.
If there is a pattern in the residual, it suggests that linear regression is not appropriate.
Yeah, I did read that. We did find that out. I gotta take a quick phone call. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is Addison. Sorry about that. It was Keitra. I thought it was. I haven't saved her number for some reason.
Is
Can you
she
hear me?
hopping on?
What was that?
Is she coming on?
She is. She will be here in a minute.
Okay.
So.
So what did you put for that one? The residuals look normal distributed with a zero mean?
Yep.
Compute the residuals for the math self-efficiency data using software. Use the confidence data exploratory variable on the score data. Right.
I'm opening up right now, so.
Why didn't she tell us to open the self-math?
I feel like sometimes they do, but more times they don't.
Which one does it say to use for explanatory variable?
I don't know if it says, but you would use the confidence as the explanatory, wouldn't you? Because how confident they are would explain their score. Their score wouldn't explain how confident they were
Right.
during the test.
I thought on one of them she actually wrote out, or I thought it said something about explanatory.
No, it does say use the confidence data as the explanatory. It does say in this one.
Okay.
What statement best describes the residuals?
Did you get your data already plugged in there?
Yeah.
Jeez. Mine's just going slow. All right, so what did it want?
Oh, the residuals. I would say the answer is that one. Between Negative 40 and 25 is what I'm seeing.
Between where? Because it looks like 30.
Between negative 40 and 25.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as here, we can double check that real quick. We'll just paste it
I mean,
in.
you're just looking at the plot, right? The scatter
No,
plot?
I'm looking. In row E, or column E, I don't know what they're called. Column E is called the residuals.
Oh.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, they all look like they're between negative 40 and 25. Looks pretty good to me.
I was looking at the scatter plot, and I was like, well, yeah, I guess so.
If you say that, I'll allow it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it does look like there's a few random ones between 25 and 40, but I don't know where you're getting negative 40 from.
Yeah. Yeah, I glanced at the scatter plot first too, and I'm like, I don't know about that. But yeah. So then the next one
But
is about the scatter plot, and I would say that it looks right skewed.
yeah.
Is it right skewed? It's either going to be right skewed or fairly normal.
Yeah, it's not clearly not normal, but let me go back to some of the examples. Which were in last week's. Yeah, I would say right skewed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I put. On 8, I have no idea. Given the scatter plot, residuals plot, and the QQ plot, which of the 5 assumptions about linear are satisfied by the data?
Okay, so it's saying, given the scatter plot, residual plot, and QQ plot, 5 assumptions. So that was from this last one. Gosh, why is this going so slow? There is a linear relationship between x and y. The error term is normally distributed. The variance of the error term is consistent for all values of x. The x's are fixed and measured without error, and the observations are independent.
Yeah. That is the 5 assumptions about linear regression. So now we have to decide which 5 of those are satisfied with this test.
Oh, ha! Yeah, I guess it would help if I actually read the entire question. Okay. There's a linear relationship between x and y. There is. It's linear. But we decided that they're not normally distributed, right?
Kind of.
The error term, which is 1.878, and oh no, that's if we assume that's.
Error term is constant for all values of x. If there are outliers, that suggests that the error term are not normally distributed. So I would say that there's kind of one, maybe two that could be considered outliers, but I don't really think they're outliers.
No, I think they are. I think those are outliers. The way that because it's not, they're not all right grouped around the, what would be a linear line of regression.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. I can definitely see how you could say.
I mean, especially that 25 that's way down below.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to uncheck that one. So the x values are measured without error. I don't know how to find them.
Okay, it says how to. Okay, for the requirements, linear relationship to how to check. You look at the scatter plot. It's a hot dog shape. It's kind of a hot dog shape, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought there was linear if the slope wasn't 0.
Well, I'm just looking at this requirement summary. The following table describes how to check each of the requirements above. So then you would, for linear relationship, you would look at the residual plot, and if no pattern in the residuals, then it would be considered to have a linear relationship. Then it says normal term, you would check by looking at the QQ plot of the residuals, and points in the QQ plot are close to the line. Where's the QQ plot? Do I miss that somewhere?
I thought the scatter plot. What's the difference between a scatter plot and a QQ plot? Oh, a QQ plot, they're ordered?
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, yes. You just have to copy the residuals. No, how do you make a QQ plot out of it? I don't have my QQ plot generated, but I wouldn't make a.
Okay, the next one says consistent variance, residual plot, no megaphone shaped in the residuals. So seriously, am I missing? Did I miss somewhere that we could change it?
I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I think I can make a QQ plot out of it. I'll try real quick.
How are you doing it? Are you just doing it in Excel?
Yeah. But maybe I don't know how. We'll find out. Yep, I don't know how. I thought I did, but I do not.
I'm super confused.
So am I.
It talks about SPSS, and I don't ever use SPSS.
Yeah, neither do I.
Highlight both column D and E, click on the Insert tab, and click on Scatter. Okay, click on D and E. D and E, and then what did I say to do?
I don't know. You said insert, but then I didn't hear after that. Insert
No.
scatter?
So, no, okay, it says to highlight both column D and E, click on Insert tab, and then click on Scatter. So let's try that. Click on Insert tab, which is going to be in the, because I don't see it. On home, is it on layout?
Where are you reading to get that?
In this week's under 3.3 residual plot under Excel instructions.
Oh,
Table, what's a new table? Insert cell, insert.
There it is. I got it.
Where's the insert tab?
It's in you. Well, that's why I asked where you're reading that, because that's old instructions in Excel. There used to be an insert tab, now it's a charts tab. If you go to the charts tab, if you have a new version of Excel.
In this week's under 3.3 residual plot under Excel instructions. Hi.
Oh.
Sorry, our staff meeting went so late.
Table. It's a new
No
table.
problem.
Insert cell, insert.
So,
Keeper, why's your thing making ours freak out now?
I'm
Where's
sorry.
the insert tab?
It's in you. Well, that's why I asked where you're reading that, because that's old instructions in Excel. There used to be an insert tab, now it's a charts tab. If you go to the charts tab, if you have a new version of Excel.
In this week's under 3.3 residual plot under Excel instructions.
Hi.
Seriously. Stop.
You guys there?
We're here. Did you get a fix,
Okay.
Keitra?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why it always does that.
No,
Trying
no
to get
worries.
my iPhone to load, but it's being so slow.
My stuff was being super slow too.
Hey, Addison, was there like a flood today or something?
Yes, there was. Well, just a flash flood from a bunch of rain.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. A lot of damage, but exciting.
In Idaho?
Yeah, here in They have a bunch of kids sleeping in the eye center, just a big auditorium, because a bunch of apartments were flooded and stuff.
Yeah, one of my friends had like pictures up, and it said that their apartment was completely flooded.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty intense.
That's insane. All right. So did you guys like already finish it?
No.
No, we're still working on it.
Good. I was like freaking out. The meeting was taking so long, I wanted to kill everybody in there. Not really though. It was just long. All right.
Yes, they went everywhere. Awesome.
So how far did you guys get?
We are. What number are we on? We're working on a number that we're working on. We're on number 8, kind of.
We're working on a number we're working on.
We're on 8.
It's ridiculous. That's what it is. All right, so I got the residual plot. How do I find residuals in Excel?
Can you catch me up to 8?
Yes. What we've put so far, no promises on any of the answers, but we have for 3, we have the C, so it's B equals 0, and B does not equal 0.
Okay.
And then 4, we have a residual is the difference between the observed da-da-da-da-da, so B there.
Okay.
And then 5, we did some Excel stuff, and we said, 5 we decided was D, the residuals look normally distributed with 0 mean.
All right.
6, we said the residuals are between negative 40 and 25. And 7, we say the residuals look right skewed.
Okay.
I'm still kind of iffy on that one.
And we're working on 8.
Now we're trying to figure out 8, yeah.
Okay, so I was able to put that whatever in the scatter plot. And what are we trying to figure out from the scatter plot again?
Well, it was going to help us figure out, where was that error thing?
The
You're gonna
scatter
figure
plot. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go, because I still haven't figured it out.
Well, it says a scatter plot, if it's hot dog shaped, then it's a linear relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If the residual plot, which isn't the residual plot what we get when we first do the Excel spreadsheet, or that's a vertical value axis, but is that, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't make both charts for us, because it doesn't tell us which one's a residual and which one's a scatter and which one's a QQ.
Well, okay, but I put the scatter one in because I just asked it to do a scatter, marked scatter.
What does the hot dog shape even look like? Valid question.
I agree, but I don't have an answer.
I'm like, I don't even know what this one was about. Apparently, I thought I understood it a lot more than I have because I don't get it. And that apparently is not what I want. That is not the right chart.
Mommy,
I'm not talking to you. Go to bed.
I just want to potty. You think this is the same?
Excuse me.
You think that's the same?
No, go.
These are important questions that 11 o'clock at night, or 10 o'clock where you're at, isn't it?
I think those questions are hilarious.
You guys don't live with her. I put her to bed. Listen, I put her to bed at 8:15. Okay, she goes to bed at 8:15, and
Well,
she is
sounds
awake until forever.
That's not wrong. You're still a good mom.
No, I'm just tired.
You're done with it.
I'm so ready for her to go back to school and just find friends and
How old is she?
5.
So has she been in like preschool or something?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
She's been in preschool for the last couple of years. So she's going into kindergarten.
That's exciting.
Should we try to come back to this one? Because
I actually already left it. I'm coming back to it.
Yeah.
I seriously can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost on it, so I'm just coming back to it.
All right, number 9.
For
The
9,
one-
I put a number, but I don't know if I put the right number.
Isn't it 12 point... Wait. The estimate of the slope, 12.725?
That's what I put, but I wasn't positive.
I think that's right. 12.725. 12.725.
And then for 10, I said it was 10.708 and 14.742.
That's what I see. Based on the evidence and using level of significance of 0.05, what decision would you make regarding the hypothesis test? Well, what's the p-value?
P-value is super duper low.
So when it has the e like that, that means that it's like below.
Yeah, it's so that is 2.4 times 10 to the negative 24th.
Wow. Okay. So we would reject it
Mm-hmm.
because the p-value is less, right? Testing in the hypothesis doesn't change.
That's what I'm looking for real quick. Just a little headline. Oh, so what's our t? Our t's 12?
The test statistic follows a t-distribution. We are conducting a test for the slope. The information related to the slope is given in the second row of the coefficients tab, which is labeled head length in this one. Okay, this is so 35 is a tremendously large value for t. This indicates that there's a lot of evidence against the null.
Yeah, I'm looking where you're reading, but if you look down at the very end of that, so right above 4.2, it still just says, we reject the null since the p-value is less than the level of significance. There's sufficient evidence. So yeah, you still just reject it based on the p-value.
Okay.
So that, I know that it tries to throw you off there with the t business. As far as I can tell, it just still mentions the p-value. Since it's so low, you reject it.
You reject it because of the t-value?
No, because the p.
Because of the p-value.
Because the p-value is less than the level of significance.
So is our 4th test going to be on just this? Or is it,
I have a feeling it's going to have a whole bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah,
is-
I would imagine that.
also I've ever taken in my life?
So it's going to be reject the null, so we accept the alternative, which is not 0. So 12 would be D. there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the slope of the regression line is not 0.
No, if we reject the null,
Mm-hmm.
the null is saying that it is equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
So there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the slope of the regression line is not 0.
Yep, that's what I put.
I thought you said B. I'm sorry.
I think I did say B, but then I read C, so that was, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
And the 13 is body length, isn't it?
I don't even, why are we talking about body length when we should be talking about score and
Because it says for the crocodile data.
oh. Yes.
Since that, and I don't know what that's saying. Since 99 confidence.
Since the 99% confidence interval for these data is 7.124 and 8.311, what can you say about B1? Well, we don't know what the p-value is, so we can't tell if it's insufficient evidence to reject the null.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, and I don't think it has anything to do with the chance. So I'm going with A. Kind of a guess, but I'm going with it.
All right, whose turn is it?
I don't know. I can submit if... Yeah, I can submit. I'll submit.
Okay, thanks.
Guys, I need a C for my program.
I know. I did the what if calculation on it, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Why can't she just curve the test? Seriously.
We missed 7 and I missed 8.
We missed what?
7 and 8. So I guess 7 probably is that they're normal. They're fairly normal. I guess you could argue that. I don't think they are, but they're fairly normal.
Okay, and what?
Well,
Oh, we didn't go back and finish 8.
Yeah, I just selected 3 random ones, so I can't tell you what's right. But I can tell you if you have A, D, and E selected, then it's wrong.
Okay.
It's an all or nothing question, so it's not A, B, and E. I mean, it might be A and D or something, but it's not A, D, E. That is not the correct answer.
I'm just going to click 1. What is 9?
12.725.
Yep.
And then, what is 12?
It's C. There is sufficient evidence to conclude that slope of the regression line is not 0.
Okay. And then 11 was B.
Yes.
13 was body length.
Yes.
And 14 was A.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm going to submit him. All right. So I did my grade calculator,
Yeah.
and I'm like not going to make the grade that I need. There's no chance.
Really?
Depressing.
Seriously, I will end up with a C minus no matter what.
But that's still passing.
But it's not, for the program I need, I have to have a C. C minuses don't count. I feel so stupid. Like, every time that I did my homework by myself and, like, did a horrible job, or every time that I, like, couldn't make a meeting because of my stupid job, like, it just makes me want to throw up. I feel so sick. It makes me so upset. And, like, I can't retake it through the school because I've already transferred. So I have to take it from the University of Utah. And it might be the class that I take this fall. But I don't know, like, I feel so sick about it, like, I just want to throw up. Because I have to have a 73, and I'm writing at a 72, and even if I get 100% on, like, the homework this weekend, I still will have a 72.
That is too bad.
I have to get like 100% on everything else and get at least a 70% on the test. And considering like how my tests have been going, there's no chance. Like it would take a miracle.
Yeah, I have to get about a 90 on the test to get the grade that I would want in this class.
So,
I missed 8, so it's not A and E.
All right.
well, it's not just A. But I don't know. I do have to say though, like, thanks for seriously, this is the best group I could have asked for this class. Like, I can't imagine.
I like this group.
Oh, Addison, can you take us off air?
Yes, I can.